If you're looking for the best young talents with real scanned faces in FC26, these are 10 high potential Wonderkids you need to sign right now, as these players are perfect for long-term saves, rebuilds, and turning into world-class stars. Starting off with Chris Rigg, he's one of the best young midfield prospects in the game. At just 18 years old, he can play as an attacking midfielder, central midfielder, or even start on the right-hand side. And not to mention, he has a 72 overall and can grow to an impressive 84, and can be bought for around 5.5 million euros. Next on the list is Ethan Mbappe, who is another exciting youngster with elite upside. He is 18 years old and starts off with a 72 overall, has an 82 potential, and can play a multitude of different positions. At just 4.9 million euros, he offers pace, technical quality, and versatility in midfield or wide areas. Then there's Sangare, who is one of the best cheap fullback prospects available. He's only 17 years old and starts off with a 65 overall, and can grow to a 79 with potential. If you're doing a lower league or budget save, he's a top option to develop. Following on from him is Obed Vargas, who is another hidden gem. At 19 years old, he can play as a CDM, a CM, or even as a right midfielder, and starts off with a 71 overall and can grow up to an 83. With a valuation of 4.2 million, he gives you flexibility and long-term midfield quality. Max Morstead is a strong striker option for future saves. At 19 years old, he starts off with a 69 overall and can grow to an 81 potential, and at only 3.3 million, he is a smart budget striker signing with solid upside. Next up on the list is Toure, who is a standout name. At 19 years old, he already has a 75 overall with a huge 86 potential, and is able to play as a left midfielder, an attacking midfielder, or even as a left winger, and is valued at around 12 million euros. Then there's Vitor Rice, who is an elite young centre-back prospect. At 19 years old, he has a 75 overall with an 85 potential, and has a valuation of 11.5 million euros. Now, if you're able to get him, you're getting a defender who can lead the back line for many years to come. Then there's Tyler Dibling, who is another must-sign talent. He too is 19 years old and can play as a right midfielder or an attacking midfielder, and sometimes even play as a right back. And at the start of a career mode, he starts off with a 74 overall and can grow up to an 84. Dibling is worth 9 million euros, and he gives you creativity, energy, and positional versatility. A centre-back who's out on loan at Nice is Bar, and he's a solid defensive option for budget saves. He starts off with a 73 overall and can grow up to an 81 with potential, and Manchester City currently value him at 6 million euros. Bar is a very smart centre-back signing for clubs looking to build for the future. And finally, there's Ahanol, who rounds off the list. At just 17 years old, he can play as a left back or as a centre-back, and starts off with a 72 overall and has an 81 potential, and can be bought for around 4.6 million euros. He's another excellent long-term defensive investment to make.